Good morning, everyone. Hopefully I am now live. How is everybody doing? Hopefully everyone's doing well. I think I'm live. Should be live. Anyways, here it is. The part printed with a little inconsistency here. But this is the part. So we are going to check today, see if it fits. I also have to, I suppose, watch back what I did, because I don't know how to continue on from where we were. Looking for a pair of pliers. No pliers. Morning, Johnny. Good morning, Gerald. J and J. So this is PLA Plus. It's quite strong. I don't know if I'll be able to break it off. I need a pair of pliers, but I don't have any. There's some supports off. I just got to be very careful, because if we break this, it's going to be a couple hours to print a new one. Yeah, very crunchy. Oh. That's what the finish on the inside looks like. It's never perfect when you get supports, but this is damn close. Looks good. All right. Did I do it correctly? It certainly seems that way. And does it fit? Certainly seems that way. How did I get the measurements wrong? No, it's not wrong. Well, there we go. And then if I put this like this, I mean, I'd still like to move it up a bit, but that's details. So let me get some screws through there. I ordered some more self-tapping screws. Oh, you know what? I'll just take them out of here. I need a small hex. Mm-hmm. The holes have a little bit of support material in them. Oh, she's a little crooked. There we go. Still printing everything for the Prusa XL enclosure. Pretty nuts, huh? So this is what the I2C scanner looks like. In fact, it looks like this now, but eventually it's going to look like this. So eventually it's going to have a big screen. Oh, do you have one of those linear jigs? I just use this thing freehand. Okay, this is the eventual display I want to use, 1.54 inch, but that's a bit of a design challenge for this. In fact, I really want to just reprint this higher up, but that's really starting to be a waste of time, because like it's going to look a little bit better, but not 1,000 times better. Well, it looks pretty good overall. It lines up, I don't know if you can tell, but it lines up perfectly with this edge here. So like this here is pretty much smooth. Obviously it isn't supported on the front here, so it can tilt back in. I could add a little bit of a lip here to hide the board, but I think this is nice so you get in there with the plug easier. Lines up perfectly on the side too. I think it looks pretty good. Oh, stretching a little bit. Up at 6 this morning again. The pool is almost ready to come out, by the way. It is getting very close. So where is my demo board? Oh, here. Nope, here. Because this is the one I'm going to actually turn into my I2C scanner. You have that. Oh, you made one. Stealth Press 1. I mean, I can print this, right? Oh, it uses a TS100. Oh no, okay, you can have an attachment for whatever. Nice. A newer version, so you need to upgrade yours. Okay. I mean, at some point I will, I mean, I don't really need one, but eventually I'll fix my work spot, my work area, to be a lot cleaner. That is not a job for today, though. The spring thing is custom. You can't make that yourself. What? The spring thing is custom. The spring thing. Oh, the little winding arm thing? I think you can. It can't be that complicated. Legs, build plate, support arm. Iron mount, pine, sacrificial support. Oh, I see. He didn't release it. Well, that's not very nice of him. That's not very kind. His right, though. Okay, we need to, while we do this, is that on or off? It's on. That is off. While we do this, I'm going to transfer the files so we can take a look at what I said, so we can modify it. Why is it that every time I start streaming, I get freaking exhausted? All this shit. Pop it into here. Temporary footage. Guys, I need to build my NAS. Paste. Yeah, I really need to build my NAS. Okay. I should have transferred the footage before, because now we have 41 gigs to wait to transfer, but either way. So this is done. I'm probably going to, well, this is going to be my permanent one, so I'm probably going to have to remove this one. Congrats on 5,000 downloads. What is your most downloaded item? And you get free filament spools with that, right? I think Bamboo Labs does the same thing. The free filament spools. Did you use your points to buy a that one? Let's see. Did you use your points to buy the okay, looks good. To buy the XL? Because obviously you bought the XL right from Prusa, right? You didn't buy it from a reseller. You did not. Oh boy. I want a job as a developer so I can afford a So I can afford a printer that costs like 6 months of my mortgage payments. Okay, let's open the ID. It was that year's end of business year purchase. Wait. Wait. What do you do to classify that as business expense? I have to, hang on, I'm going to bring you to the screen soon. I just need to find my I2C scanner project. Oh yeah, you sell 3D prints or you just sold one? Arduino sketches? Huh. I don't know where my I2C scanner sketch is. Is it GPT? Nope. Oh, there it is. All right, now I'm going to bring you on screen. Sensor prototypes, anything needed to do what you're doing? I guess so. How does that work in Sweden? Here in Canada, it would be like a 5-year expense. I have to like expense it over 5 years. Not gonna. Not gonna lie, ChatGPT is my accountant. If I were to buy a $5,000 3D printer as a business expense in Ontario, Canada, how would that work? Can I claim it all at once? 5-year thing is so expensive. Yeah. Yep. CCA class 8, 20%, so 5 years. So the same thing, which is stupid because it's over $500. The Voron V0 is at this same expense class. Except we have the accelerated investment incentive. Is the active for the 2025 year, tax year? This is a good question because this does affect my purchasing decisions. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, so no half roll. Yeah, so I can claim something full on this one. The crazy thing is the taxation rate for tools. So any tool under $500 is 100% taxed. Like you can deduct it 100%. So what I was looking at a while ago, so right now is the sale, right? There's a sale coming, fall sale, 18 hours. So if I get a Voron V0, 0.2, no, under $500. Still has to be under $500. So let's see. So the kit only, yeah, that won't go under $500. How's it going, Big Z? Yeah, so if this V0, if I could get a kit for under $500 Canadian, then I can claim it as a tool, get a one-shot deduction, but that's not going to happen. You get a little bit better deal on AliExpress because you don't pay taxes, so that reduces the price. Even if I go on Amazon, 3D printer. See, I can get like, this would be fully covered. This is not. It's just a little bit too high. If this had a coupon on it, might be able to go. But when I was choosing like which Makita drill to get, I was picking drills that would end up under the 500. So I could get this kit. So this is actually what I end up getting. It was $200, no battery. And I bought the battery separate. So yeah, taxation makes a difference for purchasing decisions. Let's put the code in this boot button. This is what I came to the PC for anyways. And then we will upload the code. Oh, and then we can check our stuff. All my files transferred. Oh my God, I'm so tired. Okay, so that's done. That's uploaded. We'll plug that in momentarily. So now let's check out what I actually said. Let me send you guys over to the Naughty Chair for a moment. We'll open VLC. Okay, I will try not to blast your eardrums. So this is what I opened with last time. Oh. So I've designed a case for it. So very simple design. What did I say? So I did mention that this needs to sit on your workbench and be able to be used whenever you need it. And so I have. Okay, what did I say when I ended? Now to the side. So if you want to hack this and add functionality, go right ahead. Make sure to post it on socials and tag me. So with no further ado, let's plug this thing in. Okay, so I'll just hack this and add functionality. Go right ahead. Make sure to post it on socials and tag me. Maybe I'll just do the plug-in stuff. I'll plug it in. My God, the focus is so soft. I need to stop down my camera. Okay. Anyways, Goody Nerfs. We'll plug it in, and then we'll talk about the case. All right. So let's plug her in now. Funk Soul Brothers, right about now. Look at all this freaking junk on the side. So all of these things are like prototyping artifacts. So they're all going to end up in the recycling. Okay, this is good case, and good case. Take all this. This is all. Oh, set my phone down. Oh, the references come out so easily that I don't actually know what I just said. What reference did I make? I do make references all the friggin' time. So don't get me wrong. There's very likely a reference that you got. Oh. Got it. When I was in university, one of my professors was talking about how students typically, when they write papers, they drone a little bit, like they embellish their point with superfluous words. So he said when you're writing a paper, you want to make sure to not dance around your point. You really want to make sure that your first couple lines give it away now, right at the start. And then I feel like, because I'm a little bit older than the crew that was there, so I went back as an adult, I feel like I was one of the few who reacted to that. So yeah. Padding word count, hit an arbitrary target. Couldn't be you. Well, now it's so much easier because with ChatGPT, you can just, you can just drivel on a little bit. ChatGPT is really helpful for those kinds of things. Okay, so this will be to the side. To the side. My screws to the side. The Beastie Boys. You mean, I hope you're trolling. I hope you're trolling and you mean Red Hot Chili Peppers. Unless the Red Hot Chili Peppers were quoting the Beastie Boys. That does happen, some sort of cross-quoting. Okay. So I'm not always sure if you guys are trolling me or who's trolling who. Cyril Cluck is orange. Yeah, well, that's Bigsy. That's because you are emotionally damaged from being in Vero's Discord, where the trolls are running the farm. All right, so this is my other one. This is my other one. Put these to the side. This one is the correct one. Correctamundo. Like so. We're going to send 3v3 down to the plugs. I have no Stemma QT devices, but I have the pigtails now. So let's actually make a Stemma QT adapter real quick. Somewhere here, somewhere I belong. I want to feel something that is real. That one was by purpose. Where is my DuPont things? Trolling should be crusty old brain. Trolling should be used for small boats. You can troll with big boats. Not much of a troll, lurking under bridges. Blocking access to bridges. Okay, where are my DuPont connectors? Oh, here. I think this is it. Jesus Christ, I hate these boxes because if they're not exactly... There we go. Wash that cup. No, it's a shop cup. It's a shop CUP. See what I did there? Oh no, I need mail-ins. Oh no, I can make mail-ins with this one. I forgot. Plus, if I wash the cup, then my immune system doesn't have to do any work. Frickin' immune system always freeloading. I will tell you the real reason why I don't wash it. It's because the household has 2 dishwashers, and they're called Dan and Vero. So I hate washing dishes and using them like directly after. My coffee, depends. Before I was not allowed to buy, and by not allowed I mean not allowing myself to buy American products, I used to drink it black, 2 sweetener. But now, since I can't buy American products, I have it black plus, this is my favorite creamer in the entire world, which is maple flavored creamer. But when I'm out of the house, I typically go to McDonald's. It's like my treat for getting out of bed and going to work. And I get that 2 cream, 2 sugar. Yeah, maple creamer, this stuff, I don't know if you guys get it, over on your end of the pond. Wait, what am I doing? No, I need female pins. Oh, you idiot. That was close. So, when I'm out of the house, I like McDonald's coffee. I'm a big McDonald's coffee fanboy. And it's 2 cream, 2 sugar. Double in good Canadian fashion. If you ever come to Canada and you need 2 cream, 2 sugar, you say double. Which is kind of silly because if you want 3 cream, 3 sugar, it's triple, which doesn't make any sense. You should branch out your maple enjoyment. Do you want to see the I'll go get the creamer that I use here, considering I'm procrastinating making a video. Running upstairs. Not a paid sponsorship, but I do enjoy this very much. And not all the stores carry this flavor. So there we go. International Delight Maple Latte. Made in Canada, well, prepared in Canada. Yeah, side quest. For sure. So yeah, I don't know if you guys get that one over there. And I don't think there's any way for me to ship it to you. Oh, sorry, just caused an avalanche coming down. It's my favorite, Gerald. Usually Walmart, they're $5 each though. They're 2 for $10. They used to be 2 for $9. Now they're 2 for $10 because of inflation, more like corporate greed. All right. Let's crimp some pins. It's absolutely my favorite. How do you drink your coffee, Gerald? Or are you one of the tea guys? I try to remember, but it's hard to remember everyone's preferences. I think we need the other one. Probably 1.3. Is it just me, or did anybody grow up in the 2000s, by the way, and were essentially listening to the best era of rap? Because in the 2000s, we had so many great artists. Anyways, all this to say, there is a Canadian rapper who made an absolute banger of a song, very much like his old style, 4 years ago, and it's got like 40,000 views on YouTube. It's like so unknown. Because anybody in here like early 2000s nostalgia, you let me know, I'll hook you up. And the bonus is, since he's Canadian, he's actually from Ontario. And so, as an added bonus, if you go check out his music video, the one I'm talking about, which is called Backdraft, you get to see what Ontario cottage country looks like, because that's where it's filmed. That is an ugly ass crimp. A little, got the wabi-sabi. Well, see, tea, coffee is just 2 milk. Okay. I cannot drink unsweetened tea. It tastes like butt crack. Is there someone who can recommend a brand and type of tea that I can drink with no milk, no sugar? Because I would really like... Oh, I missed. I may have gotten the... I got the insulation in there. Hopefully it connects. Because I used to use sweetener, but now I'm not buying American products, and all sweetener is made in America, probably because of the diabetes propensity. We tried monk fruit extract, which is another sweetener from China, though. Didn't work for me. Black button in a Vero mug. That's funny. I don't even have a Vero mug. To make my own Vero mug with blackjack and hookers. The issue with the Vero mug for me is that I make a lot of coffee at once. Like, this is probably 500 mils. So even like PCB Way, my sponsor, sent me a mug, but I don't use it. I use it to hold pens because it's not big enough. If you don't like tea, your tea is the same as coffee, 2 milk. Interesting. It's just, it's very herbal. And I don't know. I don't know why I don't like tea without seasoning. But I just don't. It don't taste very good. King Cole, a Canadian brand. I do like Canadian stuff. I'm not big on tea. I'm not big on wine. I mean, I have a lot. I bought a massive box of Asian tea. So I have oolong and green tea. Bought a huge box of this stuff. And now I can't even use it because I don't have sweetener. From out east. Big fan of Canadian stuff recently. I haven't bought any US groceries. I've actually bought, like, I don't even think I bought anything American since January. Okay. So my order, oh yeah, I have to make sure this is the right order as well. Let me bring up, not much of a green tea fan. Okay. So you like black tea. Right, that's the other one, black tea. Why is Big Z being so quiet when we're talking about tea? Big Z, you're required in this conversation. Big Z is British, by the way. British. Stemma QT pin out. Open image in new tab. He's British. You're not a teacher. Does that mean you're a traitor to the crown? I'm telling King Sausage Fingers on you. Okay, like this. So ground, yep. VCC, yep. SDA and SCL. So this is backwards to my standard. So SDA is, no wait, that is my standard. You bastard. This is my standard. Okay. What do you mean, wait, what? So ground. What am I going to test out here? Ground, VCC, SDA, SCL. Okay, that one's backwards. So ground. I need to tuck the support together. Are you saying what to King Sausage Fingers? Because if you look up the British King's fingies, you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. The King's got a big heart. Water, soda, squash, aka what you'd call cordial. I don't know what that is. Ground, VCC, SDA, SCL. Ground, VCC. Do you, hold on, SCK is white on this, CK is last. Johnny, do you drink Saft? I think that's what it's called, Saft. Am I making any sense? I think it's called Saft. Also, Bigsy, what's your soda of choice? If you thought you'd be lurking in this stream, you've got another thing coming. You must answer questions. You do occasionally made your own Saft a couple of weeks ago. Okay. So Saft, and correct me if I'm wrong, but Saft is like soda water flavoring that you would then mix with soda water, right? To make like juice. Store brand or whatever's on offer. But what flavor of soda? I don't know if the British have as much soda choice as us. The British. Oh, tap water. Oh, I thought you mix it with soda water. Okay, there we go. So let's test this. Let's make sure it works. So else that'd be embarrassing. Okay, and then we plug it in now. Funk Soul Brother right about now. Funk Soul Brother. Really? I have SDA and SCL backwards. SDA, SCL. There we go. 0x3C, hex address 3C. Lemonade, Coke, Pepsi, Fanta, Tango, Irn-Bru. All good with me. You go for the sugar. Yeah, okay, me too. I love the sugar-free sodas. However, do you know that Californians, they get like all sorts of sugar-free stuff that the rest of the world doesn't get? Anyways, there we go. I2C device found. 3C address. Could probably increase the font size, but not necessary. And then I can unplug this. I can plug this in. And then we plug it in here. Do I have this backwards? SDA SCL? Nope, it might need 5 volts though. That isn't working. Okay, ground VCC. Oh, I've got them backwards in here. Oh my God, one day. A bit of no sugar cola or Mountain Dew. I think low/no sugar Mountain Dew is like probably my favorite drink, but if I had to buy it all the time, I would be broke. It's just way too expensive. Because it's like a specialty cola, you can't find it anywhere normal. Really do wish Diet Mountain Dew was cheap. So my cheap drink of choice is coffee. Although, because of international politics, it's gone way up recently. But still, I drink instant, so it's pretty inexpensive. Canadian Mountain Dew is different from US. Yours doesn't... Wait, ours has no caffeine? Ours used to have caffeine. But you can get the Mountain Dew with caffeine, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so let's see. This works. Ground. There we go. Hex 3F address. So this does work. Let's check the other port. Nothing found. Okay, this one doesn't work. Just double check. That one's found. Not found. So that, once again, something looks really screwed up here. Let me see if I can get you a look. Some rule, no clear drinks can have caffeine. Interesting. Something looks really messed up. Look, that pin is out. and get you a good look. Yeah, there we go. That pin's been pushed out. So I can risk touching it up, or we do movie magic and we plug into this one. I'm voting movie magic. Screw it. I am so sick of those STQT connectors. And obviously it's Johnny Bergdahl's fault. So I've had enough. Hey Franco, how was your nap? Franco, I'm so jealous of the fact that you napped. I am so tired. I go to bed at like 11, and then I wake up at like 6 to do my coding. It is brutal. But it's been 21 days in a row. Or, sorry, 21 of the last 22 days have been coding days. Okay, that goes over there. These are here. Don't need a magnifying glass anymore. Oh, yeah, so that was the problem that Teaching Tech had, right? I'm curious if Prusa is going to take care of you. Let me know how the customer support works. And what is the fix? Is the fix a new extruder? Because Teaching Tech needed a whole new machine. Oh my God, I am tired. They want you to swap cables, see if it's that issue or a cable issue. But in the meantime though, isn't it like ruining your massive prints? 10:30, 1:30, wake up 5:36, yeah. Oh yeah, let me... I'm just gonna mute my mic so I can put this mic on without disturbing you guys. Okay, I'm back. Franco is in England, so 5 hours ahead of me, so it's 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2 o'clock, yeah, 14 o'clock. And that means it is, so sorry, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. So it's 2 o'clock for Big Z and Franco, but for Johnny it's 3 o'clock. Since they're in, since Johnny is in Europe proper. proper Europe. Crisp and sharp, proper Europe. Franco and Bigsy didn't want to stick around in the European Union. Franco and Bigsy, you could say, are anti-union. I'm gonna center my desk mat a little bit. There we go. You voted for stay for whatever that was worth, yeah. Franco's in the future. He is kinda. It is crazy though, we're all hurtling into the future as fast as possible. But I too, Bigsy, voted feudally because I voted against the party who made my job redundant. So we both lost our attempts. Okay, so here we go. Let's see how well this works. Got the code uploaded to this. Let's give it a try. And I'm just going to power this by USB-C. Ideally, the best USB. And so here we go. So now it's just waiting. It's telling you pins 6 and 7 of the RP2040 is waiting for input. And so usually, you could just slot something directly in there, but that's only if the pins match the assignment. So it's kind of difficult. Everyone has their own standard. So what I do is I'll just have these little links, and then you plug it in, and then you plug it in here. And as soon as I plug in the last one, there we go. So we have 0x3C. So we know the address of this I2C OLED is hex code 3C. So that's good. But on top of that, you remove this, and you could have something with a Stemma QT or quick connector, and that'll work just the same. Just be very careful that if you have a quick connector, it only is compatible with 3.3 volts, so you can move a little jumper like this, and then we can shove this guy up the clacker, like so. And here we go, 0x3F. So we have the address. Now the problem is though, this does work, but is this really something you want to set down on your bench? I've got a solution for that too. There we go. So that was a good, first try deal. And nobody's even the wiser that this STQT doesn't work. All right, so now let's do the case install. Does the holder fit? I guess you'll have to find out, Franco. You're about to find out. Reboot. Clickbait title. No, the answer was revealed in the first couple minutes of the stream. Just Franco was napping. I've gone ahead and learned FreeCAD for this project. And in fact, you're going to have to stay tuned because this is part of a much larger project. So I've got this box that has a cutout for the USB Type-C to power this device. And there's M3 heatset inserts on all four corners and a little slot for the STQT connector. So that slot's right in there. And you might be thinking, wow, that looks really nice. I think this will look great on my workbench. It gets better. I have a valence plate to put on top, and this will clamp down your PCB and it'll look a little bit neater. But what if I told you you can make it look even neater? Find that in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. All right, so here it is. So we're not on the big camera right now. So does it fit? The answer is, indeed it fits. And I think it looks pretty good. So now I just need to solder some wires onto this. And I'll probably install it on my test board, this one here. That looks so cute. Why, thank you, Big Z. Making me blush. Okay, so I'm gonna yeet this off. And I think I'm gonna use a DuPont there, and I think I'm gonna solder directly wires onto here. It is sort of aesthetically pleasing. My end goal is to have this screen on it though. That'll be a lot nicer, but as you can see, the mounting holes, or the width here, kind of interferes with these mounting holes here. So I'll have to figure out something to deal with that, but that's neither here nor there. That's for a different day. Yeet makes you laugh, yeah. So the problem with yeet is that I started saying it ironically, and then I got used to it, and now I'm just saying it. There's no more. The irony is gone. So now I'm literally just saying it like the people said it when I was making fun of them by saying it. So that is irony. Yep. Sometimes I say things which make sense in my head, but outwardly, like if someone would hear me say it, they'd be like, you can't say that anymore, that kind of thing. But it's not, I'm not even going towards that. It's like some weird like play on words that ends up sounding like an actual bad word. And it takes a lot of effort to train that back out. My brain is a little bit weird. More than a little bit, a lot of bit weird. Probably don't need that long. All right, I guess I'm going to the store against my will. Let's see if this will work. This is not the most, maybe this side will be better. It's not the most ideal way to strip wires, but we will try. Oh, that worked perfectly. Look at that. A lot of expressions, yeah. The big thing with my generation is on, like, between friends, like, part of our lexicon was the word for mentally challenged. Everybody used that word when I was a kid. So much so that the Black Eyed Peas had a song that had that word in the title. If you can't make out the word, it rhymes with restarted. So if you were memory hold, like if you're like, oh, what's going on here? I thought the Black Eyed Peas song said the mentally challenged word. It did. It totally did. It's just that they've reworded it to let's get it started instead of let's get restarted. So it's not the first time I've erased things from my lexicon, and that's for sure. This ribbon cable might have too thick of insulation. Maybe if I shave off a little bit of this extra red stuff that's stuck to it. Uh-oh, Locke, I think you were just racist towards Irish people. Uh-oh. For those of you watching without the chat replay, he was just making a joke on lexicon, had nothing to do with Irish people. But I have to be clear because some people are a little sensitive when they don't have the whole context. Okay, I think I got it. Choose to ignore the context so you can be outraged. This is the internet after all. Yes, indeed it is. Indubitably. Okay. Let's see if we can do a different method. You love the smell of a good scandal in the morning. I'm glad the scandals in Canada have been minimal the last couple of years. I mean, aside from our grocery stores price fixing and stuff like that, they're not going to stop that. But like our political scandals comparatively are looking really good. I know we should strive for better than, good by comparison, but still. Stop sniffing sandals. Certain countries have really reset the scale of what a scandal is. Yep. In good old programming terms, it looks like we have a memory leak, Stack Overflow, or something's going on there. My God. I think the scary bit about some countries' scandals right now is that I'm not sure there's any going back. I'm not convinced that there's any way to re-achieve normalcy. I don't know if normal is possible anymore. Which sucks because I really wanted to go to events like Open Sauce and stuff like that, but it's just not safe or a good idea. Thinking about this a lot after this week's news cycle. Yeah, no. I think I think we've reached a new normal. It's like a ratchet, right? Like once you click over that notch, that you can't go backwards. At least it feels like it. So I will spare you looking at my crimps up close. The insulation might be too thick. Don't make you laugh. So speaking on better news, Vero's Discord has an event planned, which honestly it's really none of my business to share with you guys, but I know some of you are in her Discord. So question is, are you guys going? Are you guys planning on being there? Those of you who are in her Discord. Hopefully that should be plenty long. Okay, so this is my soldered one. Because I will almost certainly be there. Yeah, golfing event, golf video game event. That is way too windy. They have new content now and stuff. I think there's a Golf with Your Friends 2 coming out. Which is scary. Because I haven't even finished one. Oh boy. Well, that's going to set the house on fire. I dropped the hot board on the floor. Ouch. Board is hot. I'm friggin' sweating bullets too. It's hot in here. What's the temperature down here? It is... What? My thermometer down here says it's 26 in the basement here. Okay, let me just go open a door, let some air in. No wonder I'm like sweating. It says it's like 13 degrees outside. Why is it 26 in my basement? It's friggin' hot. I mean, I'm not mistaken. That says 26. Yeah, well, Americans would be wrong. Okay, so we need to do a swapperoni. Swapperoni pepperoni. Oh God, I would love pizza right now. You haven't got a good golf game. Enjoy golf on... Wait, you play Grand Theft Auto 5? I thought your PC was old as balls. It's 26, still used to 30 plus. Oh wow. I don't do well. I'm a husky boy. So I get overheated very easily. Wouldn't be able to do it. Okay. Yeah, let's power this on. You have an Xbox 360. Oh, nice. I didn't picture you as a I didn't even figure you would know what Grand Theft Auto is. The only Grand Theft Auto I've ever beaten, like completely finished the story, is Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Back in the PlayStation days. I really love that game. It hasn't aged well. The controls and stuff, it's just not. It's not very polished anymore. They did a remake a while ago. Yeah. Do you like the use of metric for all of your designs, but temp confuses you? You do like it in your shop bunker workspace. Do you like it cold? Yeah, me too. Me too. If I ever get a lithium battery sponsor, like a big, like whole house lithium battery thing, I am definitely doing a solar powered and battery banked AC system for the basement here, because Vero likes it hot. She's up on the second floor. First floor for you, Bigsy and Franco. And the delta is like 10 degrees between our floors, something like that. San Andreas for PS2. Never finished it, yeah. Me neither. I've played a bit of San Andreas. I think the issue with San Andreas for me is that the world was very detailed, but I was playing on a tube TV. So it was too detailed for the display medium. Just felt like I couldn't see any detail. You know, it's like everything zoomed out. I do have AC, yep. We have central air. But the house is old, and so the insulation is not great. So there's a big delta, big temperature difference between the floors. So, and on top of that, Vero likes it hot. So the idea is that I would cool my workshop in the basement here to whatever temp I damn well please, and then the rest of the house can be temperature controlled by Vero to whatever temperature she pleases. So I would like locally cool my workshop, and then we would globally cool the house, but have two different temperatures. I unfortunately believe that we are at an inflection point in our environment that I don't think it's feasible to not have air conditioning these days. I think it's becoming, air conditioning is starting to become needed, at least here in Ottawa. We've had like a whole month of minimum temperatures in the 20s. So overnight it was in the mid-20s for like a month. That is intense. And it seems like landlords are fighting against legislation that would make a maximum temperature enforceable on rental properties, but it's like rental costs have gone way up. Like people are paying rent that is far more than what I pay in mortgage for a smaller place than I have. And you don't think you can install an air conditioner that the tenant will pay the electricity for? I think that's BS. I think that's BS, completely BS. Let's make sure this fits before we go on. So like so. Like so. Yep, that does fit. And then this for the lid. Just have to give it a wiggle to fit it in there. All right, live view. Looks good. And so here's a second board I have that I soldered the MCU directly onto the board, so you can tell that that is doable as well. My design is very flexible. But I've soldered some wires on instead of this female header, and the reason for that is that I've designed a display module so you can remotely install your OLED. So if you put down this like so, and then you just screw down the bottom here. And this is a little bit finicky, but essentially you plug in your module. You can use a DuPont for this. The issue with me is that my ribbon cable is a bit too thick for a DuPont. But if you just get these in, probably even easier if you just take the screen out of its mounting. Put this in like so. And then install these wires. and then stuff that all in here. And then you've got a neat little desktop unit. Which is 100% shorted. The connectors definitely are shorting on themselves. Oh, and I broke wires. Okay, let's find a better solution. Let's do that again. So this ribbon cable is just not great. Guys, it's like 10 o'clock. We haven't filmed a single video. I was hoping to get 2 done. So we need more flexible wire. Inside the metal. No, the problem is it's got to be jammed back into here. So like this wire, look how stiff it is. But good morning. We're apparently in Canada, do you have the same issue of drivers using cell or smartphones while driving? Yes, we do. It's hands-free devices only, but the enforcement for that is spotty. If they're doing a sting, you're going to get busted. Otherwise, it's like essentially a free-for-all. Well, I filmed the intro the other day, not today. Okay. That idea in the garbage. Let me just check. Because this is the bin where I keep my assorted lengths of wire. So we need more flexible. So I've got lots of these servo leads, but they're only 3. Oh, you know what I can do though? I can take a second one and depin this and pin it. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take these wires apart and I'm going to put the pins in a DuPont housing because they are DuPont in the end. Driving around taking pictures of these people using their phones in the car. I'm documenting this. Yeah, I was going to say, Franco, are you... not Franco. Lock Watcher. You're essentially just doing the same thing, are you not? But then, like, there's also some stupidity because if you own a Tesla, you have a massive screen bigger than some people's computer monitors literally integrated into your car. So if it's about using your hands, then potentially that's more understandable. But if it's about distraction, you're damn well distracted with a giant screen like that. TVs in cars now is too much. Yeah. Yes, but no, that's very hypocritical. Because they can be thinking they're doing a service, right? Maybe they're on the phone with a patient from their medical practice. Maybe it's an emergency, you know? I would say you're doing fine as long as you're the passenger. If you're the driver, I think you're exactly the same. What some people do, though, I will say, some people, they have dash cams that record at all times. And then what they'll say is when they see someone texting and driving, they will say the license plate out loud and the time, and they'll say is texting and driving. Then they'll go home, review the footage, and then send that as a report. Oh boy, I almost stabbed myself. All right, in the 3s you go. All right, so it's ground first. Ground, VCC, then is this orange or yellow? This is yellow. So SDA is the end. I'm gonna put these guys in. I mean, he's either winding me up, or now that he notices that the chat isn't in his favor, he's reversing course. Hard to say, huh? All right. There it goes. Here we go. I think the one thing I don't agree with on cell phone bans is that you're not allowed to use them, at least here in Canada, even at a stoplight. I think at a red light, you should be able to make your phone call, like start your Bluetooth conversation or whatever. Because the worst thing that happens when you're not paying attention at a red light typically is someone will honk at you. It's not really a safety issue. I mean, I agree, I don't like when people aren't paying attention, but I would much rather them not pay attention when they're stopped at a light than them not paying attention while they're driving. So I think this is about choosing the least worst option. You know what I mean? Ouch! God damn it. I had my finger on the bottom there. So that's just my opinion. I would much rather people be allowed to use their phones at a red light, because in my mind, whether or not it's illegal, they'll still use it. So you might as well give them a safe haven. I mean, they can panic. They can panic if they want, but the alternative is they're just going to use it while driving anyways. I mean, if it were up to me, I would just say it's always banned at all times, and people would get massive harsh punishments for not following the ban. But we know that harsh punishments are only as good as the enforcement. So just in a more practical sense, laying it out that you can use your phone at a red light at the risk of people honking at you. Drive a lot for work, saw a guy on a motorcycle texting. Mom texting a minivan, bunch of kids, freeway ramp, yeah. I mean, that's the deal. People will do what they do. I mean, we are at a point too where we kind of have to expect that there's like these like pulling off, you know, we kind of need a place for people to pull over to play on their phones. Okay, so that works. Good. Ban cell phone use while soldering. Soldering. Solder. Someone beeps their horn for any reason, the person on the phone might think the light is green. I mean, again, people are distracted by all sorts of stuff that could be or could not be phones. You have people just like literally spacing out at the light. That's not, it's not the end of the world. There is some sort of inherent risk in driving. You just have to get over the fact that people suck at driving. You can't build laws around the fact that people suck at driving. You know what I mean? This is all my opinion, obviously. You got solder? Solder? Please, sir, can I solder some more? Hopefully that fits. Please, sir, I'd like to solder more. More? You want to solder more? Yeah, people suck. That's what you get. Sadly, I'm a people. So to show you the way that this will be sitting on my desk, I brought in this one. So this one is the one we soldered. This one is one with the board soldered directly onto it. And as you can see, the female header has been replaced by a little length of wire and a female DuPont. And so let's assemble this one. Put this together, put in the inner case like so. I'm going to put in these Phillips screws, M3 screws. Kind of doesn't matter the length. It just might, you know, poke out the very bottom if you go a little too extreme on your length. I believe these are 10 millimeter length. Like so. And then we've got this top cap here, and we can put the Phillips screws into these corners. 1 and 2. And then we can go ahead and attach our OLED to this little harness, like so, and then shove the wires into there unceremoniously. You can make the wires as long or as short as you need to access them from the outside of the case. And then I use these M2 self-tapping screws, and I'm going to secure the OLED to the case. These are a bit long. 6 millimeter is plenty. I think these are 10. And there we go. Looks a little crooked. And there we go. We've got a nice little desktop unit. And this can be powered by 5 volts ad infinitum, and then you just come over and plug in your I2C devices that need to be tested. and there is the I2C address. So I think this is a neat little unit to leave on your bench forever and just scan whatever you need to when you need to. Now keep in mind, this is part of a larger vision that I have for desktop tools, and so hopefully you will be subscribed to see what comes next in the suite of tools. I also hope you'll go down to the description below and pick up your very own I2C scanner PCB from PCBWay, the sponsor of this episode. Stay subscribed for more of this stuff, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. There we go. Oh boy. That was a slog. Ugh. But I think the final product looks incredible. I2C device. Beauty. Oh, and I need my jumper. My jumper. I wish you would jump back from that ledge, my friend. See, it's a jumper. That's what it does. Wait a minute. How was I able to scan this? How was I able to scan this without any power going to it? Can you just plug in the serial clock and serial data? No. Ground? Hold on a sec. Are these... Oh, these are... SDA and SCL. I plugged this in and it worked, didn't it? Or did it not work? Oh well. Phantom power. The Phantom of the Opera. I got the peel done too. Actually, it looks way better with the peel. It's so, like, 'cause it's an OLED, right? So it's so dark. Beauty. Hey, focus, you fuck. I like it. Next step is going to be to adapt it to this. Okay, so now I need to edit this shit. Sometimes it could have displayed the address from the last run. No, it trashes the value. Because so here it is. Okay, and then I unplug this. Okay, it still shows, but then I unplug. It seems to work. So here, and then ground. Maybe if I touch this. Nope, doesn't work. It keeps working though. It just needs powered once. Can I ground it? Nope, shorting it to ground doesn't work. Weird. Looks like a good video. Well, thank you. The stop girl comes to mind. Every time you guys compliment me. Yeah, good luck, Johnny. Wait, maybe I shouldn't search that. Stop girl. Let's see if she comes up. This one. Hang on a sec. Just gonna open. No, it's not even the proper. Give me a second. I have to find the proper GIF. Do you know it, Big Z? Oh yeah, here it is. Just gonna, don't need desktop. This is what that's what I think of when you guys compliment me. This GIF. So yeah. Where am I publishing the code? GitHub. GitHub will be GitHub and my website. I was expecting that. You never seen the Stop Girl GIF? Oh look, she was found out. Huh. Interesting. Anyways, whenever you don't understand a part of the internet, this website, Know Your Meme, that's the way to go. So yeah, code likely to be on GitHub and my website. I'm gonna make a website article. In fact, we can make a website article now. You don't get it? So she says stop, as in like stop filming her. But I say stop, as in like, oh, stop it. Oh, stop, you're too kind. You know, like that style. So the problem is I don't want to log into my website live on stream. So let's make it in a text file, and then I will convert it to I'll convert it to my website after. You don't understand. There's nothing to understand. I don't know what to say. A desktop I2C scanner could use work. YouTuber. Okay, actually, let me. So I'm putting could use work because I don't have a good title. So if you guys have a good title, YouTuber Dan from. Oh no, it's on my website. Ever get a new I2C device from some random Chinese supplier and realize that they are just a reseller and do not have any documentation for it? Well, it's both. I don't know if I did the disclaimer. No. So it's both. I did some work on the code, not a lot of it. But I will put the disclaimers on the top. I might do some modification to the code because we probably want it to be pretty, right? Okay, anyways. Even worse, when you get a small code snippet and can't figure out if your code is not working, you can figure out if it doesn't work because of your code or because you have the wrong address set. There has always been a solution. Breadboard a simple circuit and run I2C address scanner sketch. But then you promptly take it apart and have to do it all over next time. Enter the desktop I2C scanner. Can you tell I've been taking web development courses? This scanner is based on RP 2040 0 board. Designed by no, really. Yeah. I'm actually loving the code, by the way, free code camp. I'm not into like code proper yet, but and I'm a little worried that there's no PHP, even though PHP is like still widely used. All right, who originally designed the RP 2040 0 board and form factor? I do have Notepad++ installed, indeed. But I just wanted something simple. And I displayed my superiority by right-clicking a folder and went new Notepad file. Waveshare. Oh look, UK mentioned. Uses the RP2040 microcontroller, which was designed by the Raspberry Pi Foundation UK. Cheers! Let's celebrate for the UK. Celebration for the UK. Is there a GIF? Is this good? Is this how Brits celebrate? Word Perfect. That is a name I haven't heard in a long time. So, is this how the British celebrate? Like this? Like that? This is by Make-A-Wish. Interesting. There we go. British celebration. This is British celebration right here. Perfect. Wave share, but project is built using an inexpensive clone. It's the English flag, yeah, I know. But the English flag is in the Union Jack, right? It's right here, that little plus. Oh, here, this is British people. Here we go. British. It's British. Oh, gay Brit. Indeed. Yeah, people don't actually know this, but the Union Jack is, oh, I'm going to get this wrong. I'm going to try. It's a combination of the English flag, the Scottish flag, and the Welsh flag. Is that what it is? There's three flags in there. British. It's my Stemma QT. All right. Clone and I squared C should I squared C be capitalized normally? Oh, Irish. Oh, forgot the Irish. The Irish. Correct technical form is capitals. Good to know. Capitals. I squared C. I squared C. They have a dragon, yeah. I squared C. I squared C. I'm sure the Swedes are loving the support that Ukraine is getting, because everyone's putting Ukrainian/Swedish colors up. Oh yeah. Why does a dragon have a tail coming out of its mouth? That's my question. Why is it puking a tail? I squared C OLED module. Also, yeah, features. There should be a dragon in the Union flag. I agree. Dragons should be everywhere. I mean, who doesn't like dragons? Powered by USB Type-C. Ability to use the RP2040 zeros. Internal regulator or a much larger AMS 1117 3.3 volt external regulator simple 3.3 volts meters. I just sneezed. Ooh, shredded chicken. Oh, that's a tongue? Oh, it looked like a tail. I am so hungry. Selectable 3.3 volts or 5 volt for the scanned I2C device. Probably going to end the stream at 11, folks, just letting you know. So another 40 minutes. Speaking of which, it's going to be coffee time very shortly, too. Sausage and bacon bap. What's a bap? Oh, this looks delicious. Do you have an egg on yours? Yeah, I've seen the Name That Device images. This looks epic. So what's the bap? Bread roll. That looks like a hamburger bread. That's what it looks like to me. This is oh, this is tiny. This is my jam here. This is, I think I would eat the hell out of this right now. That looks epic. No egg on yours, but there is ketchup and grated cheese. It sounds delicious. Look at that. Beauty. Right, okay, you're visiting Canada. So this is a, here, open image, new tab. So this is a play on a poutine, if you want to say it in the English way. So poutine is fries, gravy, and cheese curds. But this is a franchise we have in Canada, probably in the States too, called St. Louis Bar and Grill. And what they have a wings poutine. So it is these thick, they're like crinkle cut, but they're crinkle cut thickly fries. And then there's gravy and there's cheese curds. Lacking the correct, yeah, there's not a lot, but this is the, like, it's more like this. It's just a beauty image anyways. But then they take these boneless, breaded, deep fried buffalo flings, essentially, or just, it's like chicken nuggets. It's like buttermilk chicken nuggets. Slice it, put it on top, and then they put this dill sauce on top, and these green onions, so scallions. None of this watery pish. So the true Quebecers, because poutine is French Canadian, mostly from Quebec, they would say the gravy is wrong because you have to spend like 4 days making gravy. And it's much denser than this, but it doesn't matter. It still counts. So it's, yeah, fries, gravy, cheese curds, has to be cheese curds. And then, yeah, breaded chicken and the dill sauce. It's very, very good. Simple recipes. Now we just took a sidebar because Big Z is talking about food, and I got hungry. Well, I started by being hungry. So yeah, St. Louis Bar and Grill, pretty good place to go. This one's horrible. Jesus Christ. What do they do? Have you watched the comedy sketches from Nir Guzinski? I have not. I have not. Optional. Stemma QT / quick connectors. Optional pads for pull up resistors. Near is hilarious. Okay. At some point I need to make a document where people suggest things. Also, I just realized that I have a Google Forms that I never checked. Oh, it's called Untitled Form. Should be video ideas. Video suggestions. There we go. Oh, nobody has replied to it. Okay, so that was easy. Poutine is tasty. When I visited Canada years back, KFC was in the States. KFC served mashed taters. I will say, this is a hot take. I am very, very sorry. I apologize. But KFC poutine is delicious. Whatever gravy they use is so good. Let's see what this Redditor is saying. Looks awful, but I've had the guilty pleasure. Yeah. The gravy hits the right spot. Yep. Yeah, I don't give a crap what poutine snobs think. KFC's poutine is top notch as long as it's a good location. Yeah, so this is one of the things about... No, it's not beef gravy. That's fine. It's one of the things about being like being in Canada. Almost all restaurants will have a poutine on the menu. Almost all restaurants. I don't know if Wendy's does. Yep, Wendy's does. I know McDonald's does. The McDonald's one, I don't like it. No, I agree. It is a unicorn. So the McDonald's poutine is horrible. I would not recommend it. So here's the thing. If your fries are good, then you don't need to poutine-ify it. But if your fries are mediocre, like Harvey's used to have really good fries. Now they're horrible. You make that shit into a poutine, it becomes awesome. KFC's too salty for you? Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. You've had KFC once in your whole life. For me, it's Popeyes chicken. If I want fried chicken, Popeyes is the way to go. I mean, this is like legit That's legit what it looks like. Okay, I'm starving. This is all. Here, you guys. Stop talking about food. I'm so hungry. Okay. Yeah, when I was young, and you know what happened to Harvey's? When I was young, Harvey's used to fry their French fries in peanut oil, and I think that is what made it so awesome. All of the RP 2040 zeros. No, not all, not all. Most of the RP 2040 zeros pins are broken out. Perfect for hacking, adding functionality. I think there's two N's in functionality. Okay, anything else that is a feature? Didn't know it's changed, it's been forever. Yeah, but it's been at least 20 years since that. Oh yeah, two sets of I2C scanning pads for flexibility. Anything else on my board that's a feature? Switchable regulators, switchable 5.5 3 volts, extra pads. Oh, Harvey's still one of your favorite places to get a good burger. Must be sirloin. For me, I think Harvey's, the burger's not eatable. It's a freaking mess. Compatibility. Is compatibility? Compatibility. It's TI. Okay. Ability with ESP32S3 0 and ESP32C3 0 for future expandability. I used to work there. Sorry about the food talk. Yeah, it's okay. Harvey's is like half beef. What do you mean half beef? Oh, by the way, I'm still wearing my lapel mic. Should probably remove that. Put it back in the charger. Like so, and like so. There we go. Charge that ish. Okay, I'm gonna get coffee. You guys can stare at this. So I'll be right back. Franco's probably gonna link you Girl with a Banana. And then I'll be back. Good morning. Coffee like coughing in Pokemon. Coffee. Yep. Used to watch Pokemon. God, those were simpler times. Okay. So, yeah, back to writing my website article. So, I don't know. Oh, hey, B-dubs. I don't know if it's a good idea to link girl with a banana all the time because there's a definite viewership drop off. Okay, I think that's all the features. Right. Part of the whole expandable ecosystem. How's it going, B-dubs? Like, I think this is accurate. Let me just Control S this. I2C, scanner, save, back to screen. So I guess there's that, and then we have to edit the video, take the thumbnail, sounds like it's not safe for work. What, girl with the banana? I just couldn't remember what Ipanema? Ipanema? Anyways, girl with a banana. What, the girl can be simply eating the banana. Get your head out of the gutter. Get your head out of the gutter. Okay, so what else is left? I'm not editing on stream. I guess I should make the code better. Yep. So I want to put my standard disclaimer stuff. Recent. This code will there we go. Will scan continuously for I2C devices on pins 6 and 7 and display it on an OLED. Okay, do I need a pinout? No. Those viewers have been back in 11 hours. Yeah. And it was tested today, 9/14. So 14/9/2025. Don't need pinout. Maybe we'll go important pins. And then P2040 0. Pins 4 and 5. Pick up one of the girl with emphysema. Wow. Dave Sanwa, PM 3 meters. Dave's Sanwa, PM 3 meter. I have no idea what this is. Pocket-sized DMM. Okay. Oh. Oh. Dave Jones. Because he's a big fan of pocket meters. I would really like a wristwatch multimeter, but not the one he showed in his last video. That was not good. GP 4, GP 5, GP 6, GP 7, it's rebranded the 1980s. So 6 and 7 are SDA and SCL. So SDA scanning and SCL scanning. You had to order directly from Dave. Is it new and it just looks like the 80s? Or what? What's the deal, my dear? I don't remember which pin was which. What are the default SDA and SCL pins on RP2040 0? No, not fixed. I want to know default. SDA is 4. SDA display and SCL display. There we go. Welcome back with your cup of tea. Cup of tea and tea. It's so weird calling a snack tea. Oh, I just had them here. SCL is 5. It was here. This specific project did rely on ChatGPT AI for code. we go. It's not a snack, it's the evening meal. Your last two dorayaki. Oh, what is this? Pancake patties made from Castello wrapped around a filling of sweet azuki bean paste. That is interesting. I have never seen that before. Huh. It looks like my wife would not be able to eat it. She does not like bread-like or cake-like texture. Okay, needed for communications, needed to style the fonts on the display, needed for the specific OLED display. Where's Locke? I don't know. He went to the store. Custard and caramel. Interesting. So I would try it, but yeah, Vero would not. Vero would not like it. Display object. That's good. I2C 1 pins. You know what? Let's just grab all this and go over here. Can you overly comment this code to make it easier for total beginners to understand? Let's see what it does. I mean, it's going nuts. It's fairly good at that. She'd hate them. They have an unusual bread texture. Yeah, Japanese food is very much like texture based. Wait a second to scan again. All right, we're gonna go through this and comment this for the next 8 minutes, and then we're gonna call it a day. Display settings, that's good. That's good. Pins 4 and 5. Different pins for second bus. Nope, don't change that, because then your PCB is not going to work. Create a second I2C instance. Array to store previously found devices. Chicken cooked. Love the Instant Pot. How long does a full chicken take to cook in the Instant Pot? I kind of want Instant Pot. We've been watching... Oh, nice. I'm going to stream some soldering. I might be outside, sadly, getting the pool ready. By the way, just so you guys know, tomorrow is when we are getting the pool excavated. So they're going to remove all the pool stuff. The whole yard essentially is getting raised, like R-A-Z-E-D. So they're going to rip all the pool structure out, all the concrete and stuff. They're going to chip into little chunks, throw it into the pool, chip all the concrete all inside the pool, take all the bricks and stuff that we have. I mean, you know what, you joke, Peter, but I did think about making a cooking YouTube channel just for like simple recipes that Vero and I like to eat. Like, for example, people think that lasagna is a pain in the ass to make, but we make super simple lasagna. Got your birthday breakfast from Hardee's restaurant. Going to Menards to look at a super cheap 4-inch chainsaw. Oh, nice. Very nice. And happy birthday. How old are you? Is that public knowledge? Are you going to share how old you are? I don't think you're that old. So anyways, tomorrow they're going to tear our entire yard apart. So tomorrow, no stream. Probably no stream for the next 3 days. They said the process is going to be 3 days. Uh, 7 pounds of chicken breasts in 10 minutes. Are you sure it's only 10 minutes? That seems like not enough. But yeah, so anyways, they're ripping everything apart. So that's going to be pretty crazy. And apparently just the sand that they need to fill the hole that the pool is going to be like $6,500. Just the sand. Their cost. Pretty insane if you ask me. So yeah, today I'll be sawzalling some pipes. I am going to film it, but I'm not going to share it. I'm going to share it with friends and family. I'm not going to share it online. I go to great lengths to maintain my anonymity. The last thing I want to do is anonymize. Oh, you're 64. Oh, where did I see that? I missed it. Oh, Girl with Emphysema was a 1960s song, if you remember right, since you turned 64 this month. There we go. Curtis, is there any way I can direct my audience to go check your stream out? I'm not sure if I'm able to do that. But anyways, I think I'm going to call it a day here. I'm going to rest a little bit. Then it's lunchtime with Vero. And then it's going to be working outside, and then hopefully editing tonight. We'll see if I get that far. All right. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Your streams show how the sausage is made. You do not know how to be a gatekeeper, and that's appreciated. You're welcome. You're very well. Oh, wait, hold on. Give me a second. Post the channel. Give me a second. Hold on. Stop. Don't go anywhere. So first of all, Lockwatcher just complimented me, so I think I'm going to put this GIF in my OBS. So that's my reply to Lockwatcher. And let me see if I can get Curtis's channel. Go to channel. That's not your channel. Basement Electronics. Wait. Are you Basement? Oh my god. I get confused. Hang on. Yes, you are Basement. Jesus Christ. There we go. Go check out Curtis's stream. He will be live shortly. And stop not being in his stream. Have a good one, guys. I'll catch you in the next one.